And I realized that everybody else seemed to be narrating my life for me.
Yes.
So why don't I put something out that is my side of the story? It's not hateful or anything. It's simply a beautiful moment to let go of.
Selena Gomez knew everything, and we mean everything, about Hailey Bieber's decade-long mission to win over Justin Bieber. What looked like coincidence might have been a calculated campaign, and the receipts are finally coming out. For years, fans of Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber believed their whirlwind on-and-off romance was simply a classic young Hollywood love story. But as new details surface, it seems there may have been a shadow figure watching from the sidelines the entire time: Hailey Bieber. What began as subtle similarities between the two women has now exploded into full-blown suspicion, with a viral 7-part video series accusing Hailey of mimicking Selena's every move.
I told you, one believer never gave up. In fact, she was there the whole time, lurking in the shadows, using her famous friends and dad's Hollywood connections to turn her 13-year-old dream into reality. This is the story of how relentless ambition and a hidden agenda turned Hailey Baldwin following the 2009 release of Justin Bieber's debut singles, One Time and One Less Lonely Girl. He was invited onto the Today Show to perform them. Unbeknownst to Justin, this appearance would completely change his life, as Hailey Baldwin's father, Stephen Baldwin, would take her backstage to meet 15-year-old Justin Bieber when she was just 13 years old.
This is my daughter Hailey. We've been enjoying your music.
Like many 13-year-old girls at the time, Hailey likely had a crush on Justin, and her father Stephen was using his connections to do something sweet for his daughter. However, this wouldn't be the only time Hailey was around Justin before he really knew who she was. For example, Hailey would also appear at Justin's Toyota concert series performance in Rockefeller Plaza before following him to Los Angeles to attend the premiere of his movie, Never Say Never, where she can be seen watching him from the sidelines as he walks the purple carpet. Stephen Baldwin would actually pull some strings that allowed Hailey to meet Justin again, and this would give us their first photo together. 4 months later, Hailey would even be photographed posing with a photo of Justin Bieber on the cover of M magazine while attending the premiere of the 2011 movie Monte Carlo. Something ironic about this is that Justin's photograph is next to his new-at-the-time girlfriend, Selena Gomez, who also starred in the Monte Carlo movie and would soon become Hailey's arch-enemy. It's clear by this point that Hailey Baldwin wanted Justin Bieber for herself, and even though Selena Gomez took him off the market, Hailey wasn't going to give up so easily. For example, in 2012, Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez would enjoy a date night together where they would eat sushi and go to the movie theater. However, paparazzi photos and videos would reveal that none other than Hailey Baldwin was following them around on their date, keeping an eye on Justin. Now, it's possible all of this has been a coincidence. Hailey does have a famous father, and the Hollywood circle is smaller than it appears. Except that in 2019, a self-proclaimed former Justin Bieber superfan posted a video on YouTube where she claims to have helped set up Hailey with Justin, and has the receipts to show for it.
And according to insiders, Selena wasn't oblivious. She was watching, clocking everything, and she had people in her corner who saw it too. This isn't just TikTok speculation anymore. It's being reported that Selena had been aware of Hailey's behavior for nearly 15 years. Friends close to Selena say the signs were impossible to ignore, from eerily similar interview answers to identical fashion choices that seemed to follow Selena's public appearances by mere days. When Selena launched her cooking show, Hailey soon followed with one of her own. When Selena would wear a distinct color or make a bold statement in an interview, fans say Hailey was right behind her, almost like clockwork. It got to a point where it stopped feeling like coincidence and started looking like obsession. The 7-part video series that sparked this renewed interest is being described as uncomfortably convincing, compiled from years of interviews, public appearances, and side-by-side comparisons. It appears to show Hailey repeating phrases, recreating looks, and even mimicking the tone of Selena's public persona. And while skeptics claim the videos are selectively edited, fans aren't so sure. They say it's not just what's being said, it's the timing, the eerie synchronicity, and it paints a picture that's hard to ignore. Adding fuel to the fire, sources have come forward, claiming that Selena and her friends noticed all of it while it was happening. One insider told the Daily Mail that Selena would say or do something, and within 24 hours, Hailey would echo it in some way, whether through a post, an outfit, or a quote in an interview. And it wasn't just Selena who found it strange. Her inner circle apparently found it disturbing. especially when they started noticing the pattern play out again and again. According to the source, it was like watching someone try to become Selena, piece by piece. But perhaps the most shocking part of all of this is the idea that Selena might have turned it into a game of sorts. Some fans speculate she began experimenting, wearing a specific color or saying something unique in an interview, just to see if Hailey would pick it up. And allegedly, she often did. Imagine being in Selena's shoes. You're in the middle of a high-profile relationship, and meanwhile, someone else is studying your every move and replicating it. It's no wonder that Selena, with all her grace, kept her cool. But insiders say it didn't go unnoticed. Of course, Hailey hasn't taken these accusations lightly.
I was able to tell my story about who I was from my own mouth instead of people from the outside being able to tell my story for me. They didn't know who I was. They didn't know Hailey for Hailey. And I just always had this constant battle where I was saying, I wish people just knew my heart, and I wish people just knew me for me, and it's so hard to reveal that part of yourself.
After the viral video series made waves, it was rumored that she began lawyering up, reportedly preparing to take legal action against the creators of the video or anyone spreading what she considers misinformation. Shortly after the series went viral, Hailey took to Instagram to post a cryptic message. People take the information they're fed and draw a picture of who you are. Most of the time, it's wrong. While she didn't name names, the message was clearly in response to the mounting accusations and the internet frenzy around them. Still, fans argue that no amount of denial can erase the striking similarities that have been documented over the years. The viral videos continue to gain traction, with people dissecting everything from red carpet poses to vocal inflections. And with each new clip that resurfaces, the copycat narrative grows stronger. Whether intentional or not, the pattern is there, and fans aren't letting it go. Even more interesting is how Selena Gomez has handled it all. According to those close to her, she's long been aware of the situation, but she's chosen to rise above it. That's not to say she didn't notice or wasn't bothered, just that she carried herself with composure. As one insider put it, Selena has class. She could have exposed it all years ago, but she never stooped to that level. And honestly, that tracks. Selena has always maintained a public image of grace and maturity, even when the pressure must have been overwhelming. Looking at the timeline, the theory that Hailey was slowly, intentionally aligning herself with Justin and mimicking Selena starts to feel less like speculation and more like strategy. Fans have long pointed out that Hailey and Justin had brief run-ins throughout his relationship with Selena. And once Selena was out of the picture for good, Hailey and Justin's engagement seemed to come out of nowhere. To some, it felt like the end of a long game, one that had been playing out in the background all along. What's even more wild is the suggestion that Selena could have set up little traps to test the theory. Some fans joke that if they were in her shoes, they would have started wearing bizarre outfits or saying off-the-wall things, just to see if Hailey would mirror them. While that might sound extreme, it illustrates just how surreal this situation must have been. Imagine constantly seeing your choices, echoed by someone who ends up marrying your ex. It's like living in a parallel universe. But as dramatic as all of this sounds, it's important to note that much of it remains unconfirmed. These are allegations, rumors, and fan theories, albeit ones with an impressive amount of video evidence to back them up. The truth may never be 100% clear, especially since Selena herself has chosen not to address it directly. And maybe that's the most powerful move of all, saying nothing while the world connects the dots. Still, fans can't help but wonder what Selena really thought behind the scenes. Was she laughing about it with her friends? Was she hurt? Did she ever want to speak out and shut it all down? We'll probably never know. But one thing is for sure, Hailey Bieber's alleged decade-long pursuit of Justin and the apparent mimicry of Selena's identity has left a permanent mark on pop culture history. This whole situation has turned into something much bigger than a love triangle. It's about identity, obsession, and the weird, blurry lines of fame. It's about how people craft personas to get what they want, and what happens when those personas start to overlap. It's about the way the internet can pull together years of content and create a narrative that's hard to ignore, even when the people involved stay silent. Now that this story is back in the spotlight, fans are revisiting every interview, every post, every subtle move that might have gone unnoticed at the time. And while Hailey continues to deny any wrongdoing, the court of public opinion is far from convinced. The internet never forgets, and neither, it seems, did Selena. So where does that leave things now? Hailey remains married to Justin. Selena continues to thrive in her career and personal life, and the fandom remains divided. But as new fans discover the viral video series and fresh eyes analyze the evidence, one thing is becoming clear. This story is far from over. The shadow of the saga continues to linger, and with every resurfaced clip, the mystery deepens. Whether you believe Hailey was just a fan-turned-wife or a mastermind playing the long game, the comparisons are undeniable, and they raise questions about what we accept as coincidence and what we start to see as obsession. For now, Selena's silence speaks volumes, and Hailey's responses only add to the intrigue. And honestly, if Selena really did play it cool for 15 whole years while watching her life be mirrored step by step, she deserves an award. That kind of patience, grace, and quiet power? Iconic.